In today's video, I want to share with you a little bit of wisdom. I wanted to run you through what I'm currently doing to manifest my dream reality. For anybody who doesn't know, I had a 9-to-5 architecture job in the UK. I had a beautiful apartment, but I used to get blackout drunk every weekend. And although on the outside things looked good, on the inside I was a complete mess. Low mood, low sex drive, no confidence, a worrying mess. I was ill from mold and generally in really poor health. I told myself enough was enough, hated my job and my life. I love fitness though and helping people, so I came up with this idea to turn my passion into my job, create content and help people transform their lives. Now I've done that. I travel the world and live my dream life. I work hard non-stop, but I love my life. But as I said right at the start, I'm currently manifesting my dream into reality. So I'm not there yet. I've come a long way, so I know a thing or two. However, I'm not the finished article, and I guess who is, right? Anyway, now I want to spread the message that I think is a righteous one. One, to become the best man that you can possibly become and take full control of your life. And I manifest a vision of mine, a vision I created when I was in Cape Town this year. I wasn't in a good spot. I was overthinking, worrying, and I was attracting that into my life. My business was declining, but it wasn't through lack of effort. It was through having no direction, no goals, no dream. You see, I've paid my way into a lot of business mentorships over the years, and most of them start with the same advice. Listen up, I'm about to save you tens of thousands of pounds here. They all say, write down your goals, your dreams, and your vision. And for whatever reason, I thought it would be yes. So I'd never done it until I very recently, and this is when everything changed for me. Very recently I'd done it. You see, I've slogged away to get to where I am today. Hard work, output, more, grind. I wouldn't have changed that for the world. I've built a lot of resilience and confidence in myself. But that approach only gets you so far. And it only gets you so far without this next step. Writing down your dream life and goals in detail. And I did it. I write it down every day, what I wanted to achieve. I have written it down, this exact dream day, hundreds of times. Every morning I think about it, every afternoon, every night I think about it. It's always on my mind. And now the energy is turning. And I know I haven't got there yet, but I'm proud of the path that I'm on. And for a lot of you, this may resonate coming from me than somebody who's earning £100,000 per month. Because that may not seem attainable right now, but where I am, earning 6 figures per year with my coaching business, might feel a little bit more reasonable to you. Therefore, I want to teach you guys how to do it too, because that is the one thing that a lot of guys, much like me, miss out on. They work hard, they hustle really hard, they really want something, but they don't actually know how to manifest it properly. And if you want my help with this, DM me Thrive on Instagram, links in the description. Number 1, laws of manifestation. Action is always going to take precedence over your imagination. Your action is very, very important, right? It's always going to be important. If I hadn't have quit architecture, if I hadn't have taken the risk, if I hadn't have quit drinking and followed my dream to travel the world, if I hadn't have met the people I've met, none of it would have happened. And I wouldn't be doing or going into the next step right now. I could have had all the idea in the world, the most manifestation in the world, but none of it would have happened. So remember, you have to act. But you also need to have a very clear vision of what your future looks like. Because if you don't have that, you don't know where you're going. And if you don't know where you're going, you can't spot the avenues that you actually need to go down. It's like trying to get somewhere with not having a map or any idea of how to get there. So the first thing you need to do is spend some time undistracted. I know this is going to be tough, but you need to spend some time without your phone, without people around. You need to spend some time listening or relaxing to some music, listening a meditation track on a drive, or just sitting down, like with your eyes closed. You need to write it out or think about actually what you want from your life. Just think about a life that you'd be happy with waking up to every day. If you had £100 million in the bank, what would you go and do? If I didn't have to work for money again, but I still had to do something every day, what would you do? And I just decided I'd live in a hot climate, I'd do fitness, I'd still work out every day because I absolutely love it. And I love to help people and I love to make videos. And that's what I've ended up doing. So you need to think of it that way and you need to come up with your dream. What do you want out of this life? because you can have it. Then you've got to write it down completely. And there's actually a better way of doing this now than just writing it down every day. And what I recommend you do is write down your dream day in exact detail from the start of the day to the end of the day. It's still a practice I do to this day. I have a dream day written down for months at a time. It will come into fruition and you'll see it. When I did this in Cape Town at the start of the year, I felt a sense of pride, aura, gratitude, and definitely relief. I was unhappy with where I was at. And I decided, this is what I want now. And I wrote it all down, exact clarity. And it will become true. It always does. It's a very powerful tool. And then what you're going to do, you're going to read it in the morning, just like me. You're going to read it in the middle of the day, just like me. You're going to read it before bed, just like me. You're going to go to train with it in your mind. And every time you read it, you should be reading it and thinking about seeing it and feeling it as if it's already done. Feel the emotion, bask in it. When I do this, I feel unstoppable. And it's impossible to be in a poor mood. And this builds up huge certainty in our ability to do that thing. This is a huge part of my education platform for my clients. In level 3, we're going to detail, we master the mind and create a new reality. So they don't only get in great shape, they have a life that they love. There's a thing in our brain called the reticular activating system, which is the brain's ability to seek out the things that it wants. So it will guide you in the right direction towards the thing that you want because it knows what you want. The mind will pick out and see what it's focused on. So if you don't know what you want, it never knows what to pay attention to and what to ignore, and you don't get the right information. And that's what happened to me for so long. The overthinking, the worrying, it all come from actually not knowing what I wanted. I didn't take the time to do this, but if you know exactly what you want, your brain will guide you in the way of listen to this, don't listen to this, watch this, surround yourself with these people, ignore these people. It will guide you towards the opportunity if you let it. And have faith, never quit. You can turn this around. You can change your entire life. You can have everything you dream of. Just never quit the game, never feel bad. Just keep on going with that good stuff. Whatever you want in your life, just keep going. Take the pressure off yourself, just keep going. Be the best version of yourself every single day. Don't be too hard on yourself. We all have our own timeline. Go and do your thing. I'm on my own path too. We're in it together. Not all days are easy. I still think negative. I still overthink and worry, but it's few and far between when I do. I read my dream life and everything goes back in line. If you want help from me, if you want to build a body that you love, you want to master your mind and become the man that you're destined to be, there's a link underneath to direct you to my Instagram page. Send me the word thrive and we'll have a chat. And while you're here, I'd love it if you dropped a like, hit subscribe, it helps a ton. And I'll catch you in the next one.